What's going on, guys? Deadler Warfare back with another video. Today we're going to be attempting a 20 stack. As you guys see, I've already completed it. However, I didn't record it. For the items that you got to use, it's basically everything except for Among the Giants, and for the Elemental, use Cosmic Defender. Basically, all you're going to do is treat it like an 18 stack and just run through each horde, proc, and then run to the next one whenever your stuff's recharged. Same thing with the boss fight as well as the 18 stack. The only thing that sucks about the 20 stacks, it's purely based off of luck. There's no skill required in it at all. And yeah, it just takes one bad spawn on an enemy and or a spider backstepping you or a bow skeleton sniping you from halfway across the map to get wiped off of it. I probably ran the 20 stack roughly about, I would say give or take, just under 2,000 runs. And I'm just finally getting it, just because of the new setup that I used. Now, you guys will hate me. We'll go over the gear at the end of this to show you what I used. But it does include the new blood daggers. Reasoning for it is just because the blood daggers are like SB daggers on steroids. If you guys haven't used them, I would recommend trying to get yourself a pair. They're very good. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and try to get through all the mobs to get to the bosses and kind of explain once we get there. So again, just take it slow. You'll get there eventually. Again, if I get a bad spawn on some enemies or a bad aggro, I will die. And then I'll just have to rerun this. But hopefully, we can get to the boss here. Alright, so this corner, it looks like I got some bad spawns because they're all bunched up in that corner. We're going to just try to wipe out these bottom guys first, and then we'll wipe out the top guys. So we'll just get rid of them, and then we're going to play it safe and come back. I didn't see that guy there, but luckily our proc was still activated. Alright, so again, everything is pretty much the exact same on how to run it versus the 18 stack. You're just going to run through the bosses, proc before you get to them, and then pop boss ability in the top right corner, and then just go from there. Basically want everything off cooldown before you go in, but we can go in now. Pop your boss ability, and then walk out. You're going to play the corners. I would recommend popping the ability sooner because it does last longer than their rockets, but you can also get your leech off of the Javine Stone, as we'll go over the gear again. But yeah, it's just rinse and repeat for the most part. Just take them to the corners, kill them, and then you should be all good to go. All right, now hopefully we'll have boss ability by this next proc. Once we do, we'll go ahead and run over to the corner. Run all the way back to the back of the door. Wait till they start coming. Pop boss ability. And then you should pretty much have the 20 stack done. Once this recharges, proc it now, and boom, you have the 20 stack curse done. All right, now we can go ahead and go into the gear on what I used. I know Fuxen, or Fuxen, however you say his name, I know he's going to be posting a video on doing a more budget-friendly build, but this is going to be what mine is looking like. So I did use the Star Beast daggers. The only essential that you need is the Javine Leeching Stone. You don't need the corrupted jewels. I just have, again, all of my jewels are just there to help me kill it way quicker. You can kill it just as fast, even if you have just straight superb or nobles or however you guys have your gear, okay? The only jewels that I think are necessary, though, is going to be your Javine Leeching Stone, and then I do have Goblin Guard Stones for the healing factor. Just makes it a little bit easier. But we use the Bloodstar bracelet, or belt, sorry, because you get 30% resistance, you get 15% damage resistance, and then another 15 on top of any element. Reasoning for using the Bloodstar medallion is because when you proc it, it does shoot orbs out, and it allows you to hit all the enemies with the orbs, and the orbs don't count towards you hitting them, so you're not gonna get affected by the thorny issue that much, okay? But for the most part, it's just set up as like a regular damage set. Really just 3 out of 3 blood, immortal bracelet, and then Star Beast. Now if you look at my awakes, they're really not even that good compared to some other people. The Cursewood is not considered an elite zone, so these awakes that I have for like elite damage and stuff like that, they really don't help at all. Just because the area is considered an elite area, or not an elite area. So what you want to focus more towards is percentage based awakes, and then boss damage for the bosses, okay? But hopefully this does help you guys. I will say too as well, if you are able to, make sure to snag your house locations, because the house locations do help. I just did mainly all the stuff to help me kill, so 200% health, 200% or 2% or plus 2 damage, plus 10 all, 10% boss damage, 10% ED, 10% speed, 1.5 crit damage, and lethality. So if you don't have those, people in your guilds or friends can slide you the areas, and you can equip them for the curses, then you could just always unequip them and give them back. But that is how I ran the 20 stack. I hope this helps you guys run it in the future. Again, if you're wanting to look more towards a SB set because you don't have any blood or anything like that, you really need to focus on elemental and straight percentage based awakes, speed awakes, boss awakes, stuff like that. You want to steer away from elite damage in this area because, again, it's not considered an elite zone. But yeah, hopefully this video does help you guys out. If it did, please like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And yeah, as always, y'all have a good day.